Greetings everyone, I'm Douglas Ivers and this is an introductory demo of the iPhone app VerseByHeart. As of this recording, the current version is 1.0.4 and that's what I'm demoing today. When you first open the app, you'll see some verses that are provided by default. Mark the verses you want to work on in the drills. Uncheck a verse when you've memorized it and don't need to keep working on it. Anytime you want to work on an unchecked verse, simply tap the blue arrow and then tap the Drills tab, which I won't do at the moment. But right now we are in the verse detail view. Here you can see the verse text, the current score, which is a number from 0 to 100, the creation date, and the last viewed date. If you need to edit the reference, simply tap on it. If you need to edit the text, simply tap on it. Let's go back to the list view. When we tap the Drills tab from this view, all the checked verses will appear in the drills. If, on the other hand, we first go to a detail view and then hit the Drills tab, only this verse will appear in the drills. This first drill I like to call Hide and Speak. Initially, the right-hand side of every word is obscured, and the verse is easy to read. Tap the button to obscure more of the words, and try to read again, preferably aloud. The next tap obscures most of the words, but usually the first letter can be distinguished, and you can see how long each word is. If you can still read the verse at this point, you are well on your way to memorizing it. To go to the second drill, just swipe. See if you can recreate the verse by picking the words in the right order. The number of buttons visible here depends on your previous score for this verse. If you have a score that's high, there will be 12 buttons, but there could be as few as 6 if you're unfamiliar with the verse. 6 being easier and 12 being more difficult. In the third drill, first tap the field and then type just the first letter of each word of the verse to recreate it. For a hint, tap the space bar, and it will show you how many letters are in the next word. There are 3 ways to add verses to the app. Number 1, direct entry into the app using the iPhone keyboard. You can start that process by hitting the plus button. And here you would type in reference and the text, optionally the translation, and then you hit this. Second method is direct entry on a computer, then email that to your phone, copy the email and paste it into the app. The third method is to look up the passage using iPhone's Safari, copy it from the web, and paste it into the app. And it's the third one that I'll demonstrate now. Let's say we want to add Ephesians 2, 8 through 10. I'm using BibleGateway.com for this lookup, but others work as well. So here's Ephesians 2. Let's find 8 through 10. So here I press and hold to create a selection box, and I narrow it down to 8. Here it is, through 10. Copy that. Now I go back to Verse by Heart, hit the plus button. I'll go ahead and type in the reference. And now I tap and hold to get the paste button, paste it in. At this point, there are some verse numbers in the text, but the app will delete those for me. And now I enter the translation or the version of the Bible, NIV, and hit import. At this point, it's good to go and check the text and make sure it cleared those verse numbers. In this case, it was not able to delete those verse numbers, so I will do it manually. And also go work on the app and see if I can improve that algorithm. Confirming that change. And now we have our verse. Ephesians 2, 8-10. If you want to delete a verse from the list, simply swipe and confirm. However, be aware that the delete cannot be undone. I hope this video helps you decide if Verse by Heart is right for you, and if it is, how to get the most out of it.